Today I am super excited to share with you the technique in breaking down a crab. Now, crab is wonderful, the meat is succulent and sweet, but it can be a daunting task when you actually have to crack into one of these guys. So, I'm gonna show you how to do it today, and you know what? This thing, forget about it. In front of me here, I have a Dungeness crab, and this is a West Coast crab. So this is the crab cooked, and this is what it looks like before you cook it. They have a beautiful purpley brown color to their shell. Their legs are usually orange, like more of a terracotta colored. And then I have here a East Coast crab, and this is probably one of the most popular East Coast crabs. This is a blue crab, and you can tell it's a blue crab by the wonderful blue color. During certain times of year, I believe it's April through September, you'll start seeing blue crabs like this that are soft-shelled. So that means that the crab has molted its shell, and those are really great pan-fried. So today I'm going to show you how to break down a crab. I'm going to demonstrate on this big Dungeness crab here. When you're cooking crab, by the way, the best way, like lobster, is to steam them instead of boiling them. Boiling them dilutes the flavor of the crab, and let them cool a little bit. You don't want to break into them while they're so crazy hot, otherwise you're going to burn yourself. So you're going to start off by first flipping the crab over. I'm going to take the legs off in a twisting motion. So you want to grab as close as you can to the body of the crab, and you want to give a slight twist and pull. Okay, just like that. Now, you don't always have to eat crab while it's hot. Actually, Dungeness crab is best served cold with a delicious spicy mayo. Is really, really great. So go around, leave these off to the side, and I'll show you how to break these open in a bit. So now what you're going to do is you're going to remove the apron, which is here. All you have to do is pull this forward and back and discard this. This stuff here, don't worry about it. This is called the mustard. It's leaking out a little bit. Now remove the top shell here from the crab, and you're going to do that by grasping the back corner, these two back corners, right where those last legs were, and you're going to pull apart. You can see you're going to pull the shell away from where the lump crab meat is. This area here, this is the mustard. It looks a little unsightly, but it has a lot of really great flavor. So now what we have here, what's left, these are the gills of the crab. So this is kind of like the lungs of the crab, and these aren't really edible, so don't try to eat them. And all you have to do is pull them away. And now you're going to remove what's left of the mouth, which is right here. So all you have to do is, I usually use my thumb and crack it backwards. I'm going to clean this up just a little bit. And now one way to knock out some of the mustard that might be left in and around the lump crab meat is just to kind of shake it or tap it on the side of the bowl. So now, to get all of that delicious lump crab meat, which that's what everybody's after, what you're going to do is you're going to take what's left, this piece, and you're going to split it in half. And now what you can do is you're going to peel away the shell, and you should be left with nice pieces of meat. So now you can use one of these nifty little, these are like seafood forks, or you could use a wooden skewer, just the same. And all you're going to do is pick out, as gently as you can, all of the lump crab meat from inside these little pockets here. Now, sometimes you might have to crack this half into another half. And by the way, the reason I'm not using a mallet to do this is because what will happen if you use a mallet, what you're going to do is you're going to literally crush the shell and create lots of fragments of shell that get mixed in with your meat, and also it will crush all of the meat that you have, so you won't get those nice jumbo pieces of meat out. Look at that. I mean, that is a good piece of crab meat, right? So I'm going to put it off to a bowl here and just continue on picking through the meat. You could easily do this at home and save it to make a delicious crab cake. Dungeness crab is actually used oftentimes to make a crab louis, which is a salad. So you're basically going to go through this entire process of picking through the shell. Once you get to a point where there's no crab left, give this a crack, and it should open up another little cavernous location that should have even more lump meat crab in it. So you're going to go about this process until you're all done and all the shell is separated. I'm going to put this off to the side for now and show you how to crack the legs and the claws. I'm going to start with the claw here. You're going to break this into segments. So wherever the claw naturally moves, wherever the joints are, that's where you're going to separate the claw. So there's one piece. This is the knuckle here. Now, if the crab is big and it has sharp points to it, you might want to use a rag here to help you. Just like that. And now what I like to do is I like to use the back of a knife, and I like to do it on both sides. So I'm cracking both sides there, and then if you can kind of shimmy the shell back and forth until it cracks open like that, and you should be able to peel the shell away, giving you a little bit of an opening here to take your fork, and you should be able to fish out your crab meat in some nice big pieces like that. It may take you a little bit of time to get the meat out of the crab, but it's well worth it, especially if you have fresh seasonal crabs. Now, if you guys have any seafood conundrums, of course, as always, write in the comment section below or reach out to me using the hashtag #KitchenConundrums. There you go, guys. Enjoy.